Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. I'm Kevin, and it's time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. What you see right there is my EDC for today. That's my pocket carry, and that right there is the picture that I just posted on Instagram 7 minutes ago. That's right. I just posted a picture on my Instagram. My Instagram is at Keith Kevin Ken if you'd like to join the feed. I post knife-related images, at least 4, usually 5 or 6 a day. Starts early in the morning as soon as I wake up, before I pull all the junk out of my eyes, and ends way late at night. So why don't you join at Keith Kevin Ken? By the way, today is March 3rd, 2016. I say that to let you know that we post these deconstructions of the pocket dump videos on the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel every single day. So if you're not subscribed, why don't you subscribe? We play with at least 4 knives a day and just have a great time discussing knives. All of us knife freaks. So why don't you hit that subscribe button and do that. Also, March 3rd, Keith Kevin Ken. The Ken in the Keith Kevin Ken is my younger brother, Ken Harris. I just said the last name too, didn't I? Sheesh, oh man. This is the internet. Anyway, there's a bunch of those. Anyway, Ken's birthday is today, so happy birthday to my young brother. And I wanted you guys to know it, since a lot of you ask where the Keith Kevin Ken name come from. 3 brothers, I'm the middle, and my younger bro is celebrating a birthday today. All right, let's talk about the pocket dump. The watch today is my Mont Blanc chronograph. I love Mont Blanc products. I love the watch. Really a nice automatic watch. Part of my rotation, my regular rotation. The cigar today is, this is one of those cigars I enjoy when I open up the humidor and just look at it, and especially when I have it in my hand. It is just a wonderful Hoyo de Monterey Epicure Deluxe, a really nice deluxe cigar. Oh, it's so nice. I can't wait. I'll celebrate my brother's birthday with this wonderful Cuban Deluxe cigar and the single malt scotch I have, just in celebration of little bro's birthday. The coin for luck is an Indian head coin. Actually, I say Indian head coin, but it's really a buffalo coin from the U.S. Mint. It is, I'll try to give it a little shade. It really doesn't help that much. It is just like if you've ever seen an Indian head, a buffalo nickel, that's what it looks like. It's from 2001. So 1 ounce, wonderful coin from the U.S. Mint. That's my lucky coin for today. The wallet, my regular old Coach wallet. And what's the word? There's the word. It's a field guide kind of notebook, but it has a bunch of colors. I found it on Amazon, and I just bought a bunch of them because they have a lot of colors and designs and gives me a lot of variety. So let's talk about the knives, shall we? You guys know that I carry my Kopas often as my keychain knife. My keychain consists of 3 keys and a silver loop. So every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, what I do is I attach a knife to it. It's really wonderful. The knife has to really be functional because it does a lot of chores throughout the day, in the office and around everywhere. I throw my keys with that knife on my desk in the office often, and also at a bar. I'll put it on the bar every now and then. People love to play with the knife, so the knife usually isn't frightening because it's so small, and it's also functional. This is the Kopa. I say that I use the Kopa a lot, but I don't use this Kopa a lot. If you're unfamiliar with the Kopa, Spyderco years ago decided over several years to provide a wonderful series of fancy gentleman folders for collectors. Very functional knives. Spyderco believes in working knives. The profile is exactly the same for each knife. The blade is VG10 steel. The difference is they use a bunch of exotic scales. So the clip is exactly the same. They have a wonderful back lock that's wonderful and strong. But the difference is the materials. This material is what Spyderco calls 3 flavors. It has pearl, abalone, and black pearl. You can see the pearl lines through it. The exotic stuff runs from carbon fiber to giraffe bone. It is just a wonderful variety. They have 17 different knives in the collection. I am lucky enough to have collected 16 of them. I wasn't doing knife collecting when they were coming out, so I didn't buy them original. I had to wait and search, and I just got obsessive. I have 16 of the 17. The only one that's missing for me is a blue turquoise Kopa. It drives me insane, okay? Every now and then I see it, and it's always a time when I'm either flat broke or they're asking triple the real good second market price that it should be. So I have to pass it up. Sooner or later I'll get it. I'm going to do a mini collection of the Kopas. I think you'll love it because they have so many different exotic scales that I think you'll love it. But what a wonderful, wonderful gentleman's folder. So 17 of them. I have 16. The other thing they did was they have a certificate that comes with each knife, because each knife, there's only 600 of each knife. So this 3 flavors knife, there are only 599 of them running around in the world. So they're very limited. Limited amount of knives in a set, 17, and each knife, there's only 600 of them. So it's just a wonderful collection to have. I'll tell you, you probably aren't as obsessive and freaky. Some of you are. I've seen your YouTube and Instagram. Some of you are even more. And I love you for it. But if you aren't, if you find one of these, buy it. It's just a wonderful Spyderco gentleman's folder. It's just wonderful. Anyway, it makes the perfect keychain knife. There you have it. That is the Spyderco Kopa, 3 flavors, made up of pearl, abalone, and black pearl. Really nice. I mean, the blade is only 2.4 inch long, so if you live somewhere where the blade needs to be under 3 inches, it's for you. VG10 steel. I also have a knife that got away for the smaller one, so we'll talk about that. This right here, my friends, my medium carry, my flipper for today, couldn't go 2 days without a flipper, is the second flipper that Spyderco has created in collaboration with Brad Southern. The first flipper was actually Spyderco's first flipper. Wonderful, bigger flipper, G10 scales on the front. The first one was black. They then made a blackout version with black blade and black scales. The back was full tie with the Chris Reeve integral lock. Oh, just a perfect flipper. Perfect. People thought the black G10 was ugly. I was okay with it, real grippy. But I'll tell you, that blacked out version, if you want to get a great Spyderco flipper, grab that one. Smoother. They took off some of the grit, but it still has a nice grip to it. On the G10, it's a wonderful knife. Well, this is the second one. It just came out. I'm recording this in 2016. Just came out last year at the end of 2015. I was surprised. I expected a bigger one like the other one, but instead I got a wonderful one. It's all carbon fiber, real carbon fiber. They don't, well, they have some liners in there. You can see it there, skeletonized on one side because it's a liner lock. It flips very well. In this case, the Spyderco hole is just a branding thing. You can't really use it to open the knife. The original Southern you could, but you know what? You don't need it. It flips great. S30V steel. It has my wonderful deep wire pocket clip, which I just love. It's light. It's ready for EDC. And also, it does have a little of that gentleman's folder flair to me. It's just a wonderful knife. That is the Positron, the Spyderco Positron. It's Brad Souther's second collaboration with Spyderco on a flipper. And my big carry, which had a challenger that we'll talk about later. This is the Manix 2. I'm sure you're familiar with the Manix. It's one of Spyderco's most popular knives. I have a collection video, a Manix collection video up right now on YouTube where I go back and bring out some old school Manixes as well as the newer school ones. So check that out. We talk a lot about Manix, the Manix line through history, and also play with a lot of knives, just like we always do. So check that out. This is a Manix 2. This is the new one. You see that dark blue? It has FRN scales. That's fiberglass reinforced nylon. People ask me, what does that mean? Or what does it feel like? Well, it's textured. It has this double texture, the top going one way, the bottom going the next, so you get a great grip. I say, and Spyderco will probably kill me for it, I say it feels like the most expensive plastic that you could get. Obviously, it's fiberglass, reinforced nylon, but it's just wonderful. It's real light. It's real durable. It has that deep wire clip. It's very light. In fact, they call it the lightweight Manix. Now, here's the special thing about this. Spyderco, the steel on this is S110V. X110V. Spyderco is doing something. They started late 2015. They are upgrading their knives. And it's the production run. This isn't a special limited sprint run. So this Manix 2, dark purple, lightweight, Manix 2 has S110V steel. They also upgraded the paramilitary 2, the military. I think they're looking at upgrading some other things too. I hope the Dragonfly. They also upgraded the Native. Now, on a lot of the upgraded knives, they're not all FRN. What they've done is they've done this dark blue-ish purple that people on the internet, God love them, is calling blurple. It's a perfect name for exactly what it looks like, blurple. But check those out. S110V steel. It's not a huge price increase either. It's part of their production line, so they're not limited. They won't be discontinued real soon. So go grab one. If you have a wonderful classic Spyderco knife like the paramilitary or the military or the Native, and you'd love that wonderful steel, S110V steel, grab a blurple. Everyone should have a blurple. So that's the carry. That right there, my friends, the Kopa for the 3 flavors Kopa for my keys. The newer Brad Southern collaboration, the Positron as the flipper for today. Oh man, I like that. And the dark blue S110V steel, thank you. Lightweight Manix 2 as my big carry. And when it was all neat, That is my Instagram picture of my pocket dump today. And that's what I posted, oh, if you count that, 20 minutes ago on Instagram. But you want to know something? This ain't Instagram. This is the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel, and we talk about the knives that got away. And the reason they're knives that got away is when I get up and go through my 4 Pelican cases of knives, I stop and play with the knives and consider them for carry. This is one of them. You know, Spyderco has this wonderful series, and yes, say it with me, you're gonna post a mini collection of it. It's called their Ethnic series. And let me just tell you, and yes, it sounds like I'm slurping Spyderco. You know why? I'm slurping Spyderco. They just love knives. If you notice, whenever Sal or Eric talk about their knives, they always talk about the Chris Reeve Integral lock. They always give you the names of the people who created pieces of the knife. Their Ethnic series, they take knives from around the world, literally around the world, and make modern versions of them. It is a great thing to collect when you find them. I can't wait to show you my collection. I have all of them in the Ethnic series so far. They mentioned they have another new one coming from a small island off of Italy knife. It's just wonderful. A lot of them are created by Mr. Shimp, who is a master at this. More than half of them are created. This is one of his collaborations with Spyderco. This is a wonderful knife. This is the American Bowie. So a lot of times when you go back to knives that have existed for centuries, they go back centuries and redo their knives. This is the old Bowie. Remember the fixed blade American Bowie? You can tell with this double guard right here. This represents that double guard. That Bowie shaped blade that's just wonderful. Oh man, I love this. It's carbon fiber ply on G10. It feels just wonderful. And that is a brass bolster, friends. I should have shined it up for you. Oh man, it is so wonderful. It feels great in the hand. And what Spyderco did was they used a wire clip, that deep carry wire clip that blends into the brown carbon fiber. Oh man, look at the profile. That's a Bowie knife profile. Oh, with the bolsters. This is so great. I'll tell you, a lot of the Ethnic series feels like custom made blades. They don't skimp on them. I'm sure they don't sell as much as I know they don't sell as much as the Endura, the Delica, the Paramilitary too. But man, this is the love of knives. This is recognizing the history of knives. I just love it. You feel like you're holding a piece of history, and actually you're holding a knife that just came out in 2015. But what a wonderful knife. I really wanted to carry this today. And I don't know, for some reason this week, I've been trying to get as light as possible. I don't know, I guess because I'm in so many meetings this week. So I didn't do that. This knife, the American Bowie knife out of the Ethnic series, I think I told you S30V. Oh man, that brass bolster. I mean, the transition from the bolster to the carbon fiber is just wonderful. I don't own I only own 2 custom knives, but I've played with a lot of them. And man, it feels like a custom knife. Anyway, I'm not carrying it. Man, I literally decided on the Manix 2 minutes before I posted it on Instagram. I love that knife. That's part of the Ethnic series. That's one of the knives that got away. Another knife that got away for my keychain knife is this one. I don't know if you're familiar with the Salsa. Spyderco has a series of knives they call the Salsa. It's a small knife. Actually, back in the day, this is one of the real older knives. Combo knife. The steel is one of these old OS 8 steels. It's one of the first little big knives from Spyderco. Man, it's so smooth. It is so smooth. It has a lot going for it. It really does. It's smooth, but look, you can handle it. I love that fat blade. OS 8, early blade. I, of course, love the clip. And, hey, has a compression lock, folks. See how it drops? If you've ever messed with a paramilitary 2, you know about that compression lock. It just drops. Comes in a lot of different colors. Aluminum body, and then they have a little... yes, they do. They have a little pepper on it. As I said, it comes in a lot of different colors. There is also a titanium one that I don't own, a full tie one. They also have more modern ones, but again, this is the earlier one with the OS 8. And I wanted to have, and oh, look at that. The other thing they have is that Cobra hood on the blade. Have you seen one of those before? It's just wonderful. So that is my Salsa. I have another one as well. Boom. This one, I always like to get something from Spyderco that has something like the Salsa on it, and then get a plain version. This is the plain one. Wonderful, like bluish aluminum. Again, has that hood and that compression lock. I was thinking about carrying those, but I'll tell you, it's a little bulky and wide for a keychain knife. I'll probably carry it as a small, medium knife, but I love that Cobra hood. The only other knife I have with the Cobra hood is the ATRs. But that's the Salsa, and that's the Salsa without the pepper on it. And there you have it. That's the pocket dump deconstruction, and the 3 knives that got away that I considered to carry today but won't make their way into my pocket, but will stay on my desk and I'll play with them. Thank you very much for today. Pocket dump deconstruction. Don't forget to thumb it up so that people can see this video all through YouTube. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We want you to join our family here. It's just a community. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube, and I watch all their great knife videos. I want you to watch these and talk and have fun as we play with the knives. So hit that subscribe button. They'll let you know every single day that when I've uploaded something. They'll also let you know when a mini collection has been uploaded. Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate your time. You have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.